Jab, jab, I got the gift of gab. It's your boy Mizzy here, and today I'm going to be talking about the big man from Marshall, Texas. And if you don't know who the big man from Marshall, Texas is, it's none other than, in my opinion, the second greatest heavyweight of all time, Big George Foreman. Now, that's a big statement to make about him being the second greatest heavyweight of all time. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is state why I have the big man from the mean streets of the Fifth Ward in that distinct category. Okay, first off, Big George started boxing after only having a mere 17 amateur bouts under his belt. Now, that's fucking crazy considering a lot of fighters back in their day had 100, 200 plus fights before stepping into the professional ranks of boxing. And for him to start boxing professionally after barely 17 amateur bouts is unheard of. At 24 years of age, Big George Foreman challenged for the heavyweight championship of the world against Smoking Joe Frazier, a person that beat the greatest of all time, in my opinion, Muhammad Ali. And he did it in dominating fashion, knocking out Joe Frazier in the second round after dropping him 6 times to become heavyweight champion of the world at 24 years of age. And this is back when they had 8-ounce gloves on. From there, he went on and beat Ken Norton by second round knockout, a person that had 2 really close fights with Muhammad Ali. And once again, Big George Foreman did it in dominating fashion. If anybody wants to deny George Foreman's heart, they need to go ahead and look at that fight with Ron Lyle. In that fight, George Foreman was dropped really hard in the 4th round. He got back up to stop Lyle in the 5th round. Lyle, another person that took the greatest Muhammad Ali to the limit. From there, he had a fight with Jimmy Young, really slick Philly boxer Jimmy Young. And it was just a bad style matchup. After having a religious experience in the back, after he collapsed due to heat prostration, Big George retired and he stepped away from the ring for 10 years. 10 years, not even hitting the bag, not doing anything, nothing that had to do with boxing whatsoever. He then came back in 1987. Big George piled up an amazing 24 wins before he got a title shot at the real deal Evander Holyfield, a prime Evander Holyfield in 1991. And even though Big George lost a decision, he made that fight very competitive at 42 years of age. 42 years of age, he made it really competitive against a prime undefeated Evander Holyfield. And then finally, in 1994, against Michael Moore, at 45 years of age, he knocked out Michael Moore with the 1-2 to become the oldest heavyweight champion in the world at 45 years of age. At 45 years of age, he became the oldest heavyweight champion of the world. And he defended it at 45 3 times until he had his final bout in 97 against Let's Go Champ Shannon Briggs in a fight. And his final fight was controversial, where many boxing observers and fans felt that he won that fight. So in reality, Big George, in the eyes of a lot of people, if they've seen that fight, he retired as champion and should have retired as champion. This is just my personal opinion. And to me, Big George Foreman is the second greatest heavyweight of all time. If you want to go ahead and look at his accomplishments, all the people that he's beat in his time, I don't know when there's going to be another heavyweight, in their time that's going to be like him. So anyway, if you like the video, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's your boy Mizzy. I'm out.